Hello again, and welcome to the second edition of S.O.U.L Stinger Showcase.
We're excited to be back for another show. It's been a long semester.
Definitely, and with one more to go, we've got a bunch of footage to share with you all to kick off the second half of the school year.
This episode theme is past, present, and future.
And in order to make this theme come to life, students in video production broke into groups of 2 to compile, film, and edit their own pieces for this month's show.
There's a ton of stuff our students went out and put together.
Ranging from students from the past, staff members of the present, and even a couple of kids dancing their way into the future.
They're pretty good at dancing, right?
Well, I mean, they're better than you. Anyhow, we've got a lot of surprises in store for this episode. So from us and the video production class, we hope you enjoy another look into our school.
We'll check back with you at the end, so stick around, be safe, and
Go Stingers!
Quiet on set.
Where you been?
Brotherly love.
Been on my life.
I'm from S.O.U.L Stinger Showcase. Today we have the Licon brothers, Samuel Licon and Tony Licon. Now, I have a question towards you, Sam. How long have you been dancing for?
For about 5 years.
How about you, Tony?
11 years.
Okay, well now what would you say your primary source of influence for dancing has been?
Primary source was just I don't know. I gotta get active. Gotta do something. Gotta move.
Just got to do something with your day.
Yeah, I gotta do something with my day.
What about you, Tony? What was your main influence?
Pretty much the same. I kind of thought it was like the passion to do it, and like seeing all the people dance on the videos and watching my brother inspire me was kind of great. So I just got into it.
Now, would you guys say, this is the question directed towards both of you. Sam, could you answer first, and then you, Tony? Would you guys say that S.O.U.L is an outlet for your dancing? Sam, I know you came here in the past, so when you did come here, was it an outlet for you?
Yes, it was.
What,
Pretty much, yeah.
now, you told me off camera that you haven't been able to dance as much since you've been out of S.O.U.L. So would you say S.O.U.L encouraged your dancing and helped you practice and get out there?
Oh yeah, like, it helped me get a lot of things. They also gave me like chances to do opportunities for interviews with like producers from LA and stuff like that. It was actually pretty cool. But now that I've been out, I haven't really been dancing much.
What about you, Tony? Would you say that S.O.U.L has helped you put yourself out there and dance and actually express yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. I've always had the dream of going out there, getting in front of everybody, dancing, like my brother has. It's pretty nice.
All right, here, I have another question for you, Tony. Could you see yourself doing this in the future, maybe as a career or maybe just as a pastime?
Yeah.
What about you, Sam? Is this something you feel like you want to pursue as a career, or is this kind of more of a pastime?
It can flow along with, I'm trying to learn how to like rap now, so it can flow along with that career too,
Pretty much going the same way.
Samuel, how do you see dance affecting your future life?
In a positive way. Going forward, just getting better, just trying to do what I can, and hopefully hope for the best, and just try to be the best that I can become.
Tony, how about you?
Pretty much the same, but like it has brought me a long way. Me like getting people to watch me dance on the stage and making so many friends and all the teachers to be on my side and everything. So it was pretty good.
Okay, now let's kind of take a step back towards the past. Now, don't laugh. Now, in the previous years, how has your dancing improved? How's your dancing improved since the past years, since you basically, I guess, started?
I believe it improved greatly because all I ever do, pretty much when I get home or I'm outside, I get bored, I pretty much just dance. So I learn new things.
What about you, Sam? Since you first started, how do you feel your dance has improved till today?
In the past, I never knew how to do flips. I never actually knew how to even dance. Now I know like all kinds of different styles of dancing, so this is actually gaining experience. It's pretty good.
Now, has dance helped you? This is a question directed towards both of you guys. Tony, you can answer this one first. Has dance helped you guys like go forward in your life? Has it helped you motivate yourself? Has it been a getaway while there's been so much peer pressure and just problems? Has dance helped you escape your problems and calm yourself down?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What about you, Sam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I understand that you guys have younger siblings.
Yes.
And how do you feel your dancing has affected them? Like, do you feel like you've influenced them to be dancers? Do you feel like you guys have taught them? What do you feel how do you feel your dancing has affected them?
Well, it doesn't just affect just the younger, youth, it affects the elder too, because my mom, she wants to learn dance moves from me. Like my brothers, they're young, they want to learn, I have people just around, just trying to learn all the sorts of different kinds, you just don't know what you're going to get up there.
What about you, Tony? How do you feel your dancing has affected siblings and anybody really close to you?
Pretty much the same way. Like a couple people came up to me to talk to me when I was in middle school, and I actually taught them how to dance. And I see them now, and they're pretty much greatly like dancing and making their own videos and everything.
Now, do you guys have any like idols, I guess you could say, in the dance world? Like, I mean, there's Michael Jackson. There's all kinds of different people. What great dancer influenced you?
Well, of course, Michael Jackson. You had to have Michael in there. That's pretty much it. Cause I mean that's the source right there. That's the homebody right there. You can't get nothing better.
How about you, Tony?
Same like Michael Jackson. Sometimes it might be Chris Brown, but the more main source actually did come from Michael Jackson because he uses his dancing as like heart and passion and all that stuff.
Have you guys ever watched any classical or past dancers, maybe some older times like swing dancing, or there was tap dancing? Do you guys refer back to like not only present but past dancing?
Well, I've seen it be done, you know, now, but I would like to learn it. Don't get me wrong, you know, I would like to learn it. There's nothing wrong with learning different things, but that'd be a good experience. Yeah.
What about for you, Tony? Have you referred to any older dancing?
But yeah, kinda, yeah, pretty much. Like such as when I was younger, I used to be trying to do tap dancing, like going through the flow with the song, making a story out of it, and now I pretty much do crump, break dance, jerk, just pretty much dancing, and pretty much other things.
Okay, well, now that you bring in new styles of dancing, what's your personal favorite style? What style do you use most in your dancing career?
Pretty much just dancing pretty much. I use crump sometimes to get it mixy.
What about for you, Samuel?
Well, I would have to say it would be like waving, popping, you know, probably Dougie. You know, Dougie's a new thing nowadays, you know, it's when you sway your body back and forth, but it's all good.
So, out of the world-renowned famous movie Step Up, who's your guys' favorite actor? We'll start with you, Sam.
Well, I have to say Moose. He gets down, man.
Yeah,
He gets
Moose is
down.
tight.
It's like, I don't know, man. Just extraordinary dancing is just off the wall. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Tony?
I have to go with Moose too because he beat one of the greatest dancers after Michael Jackson. So that's like Chris Brown right there. He's just made him look like a little baby.
All right, thank you, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in for Soul Stinger Showcase. Follow us next time. We'll have some juicy info. Don't miss it.
Good, man. It's good to see you. You always respond to my emails every year.
He took me to his workshop and told his plans to me. Watch out, better not come, better not pound, I'm telling you what. Santa Claus is coming to town. Making his list, checking it twice, find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, for goodness sake. Oh, watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
This is Michael, the brown-nosed reindeer. So, hey, that's Michael. Merry Christmas.
Now Santa is a busy man.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
My name is Jason Mendez, and I am a photographer, videographer here in Fresno, California, and my company name is Snapshot Media. I started with an old little point-and-shoot camera. I must have been 7 or 8 years old. It was the Instamatic cameras that you got as a kid. Had the little tiny film roll like that you could take to the drugstore and get it developed. Shooting with film is how I learned. I learned shooting with slide film, actually, black and white and slide film. And you would take your pictures, and it wasn't like today where you have a digital camera, you can look and see what you got. You'd have to take it into the lab, wait a week or two for it to come back before you can finally see what you did. And it was a great learning process that way, because you really took your time to learn what you were doing, unlike today where it's just snapping away, hoping that you get something. So I think that's really made me patient and really made me pay attention to how I approach a photograph, and now video as well too. I started with photography in college. I was taking graphic design courses, and one day I had to decide, do I buy a snowboard or do I buy a camera? And good thing I chose to buy the camera, because I was able to use it in a lot of my classes, and took a couple of photography classes at Fresno State, and had a great opportunity to shoot in South Africa for the summer, documenting service learning there. And from there, it just grew into a passion, and started making money with it. And I thought, well, okay, I guess I can do graphic design and photography at the same time. So here I am, almost 15 years later, doing it professionally. The future for photography and videography is really promising. Like I said before, the cameras are getting smaller, faster, better, cheaper for everybody. So it's not just the professionals, we get much nicer equipment, but everybody else is getting nice equipment. So it's making the professional step up your game, because if an amateur can take just as good a picture as a professional, then we've really got it. It makes us better photographers, that we've got to push harder and get that shot. And I think the next progression is going to be drones, which you see behind me here. A lot of controversy going on in the media about how bad they can be, people spying on one another, putting weapons on them, but they have so much potential. Just like with cell phone cameras, back in the day, people were taking cell phone cameras into the bathroom and it was a big taboo. These things are kind of going through something similar to that, where there's a big taboo of having one, or, oh, what are you going to be doing with it? But the immediate side that I see to these is like search and rescue. You could use these fire departments and forest rangers looking for somebody who's missing. They can send 5 drones in there that could cover an area that would take hundreds of people to cover. Search and rescue, or for example, police departments could use these to catch the bad guys. But aside from the services that these could be used professionally as photographers, it gives us a whole new perspective on covering an event. Rather than being in the pit at a concert with everybody and you're shooting up on stage, why not approach the stage with the drone and you can get the entire crowd, everybody on stage. It just offers a whole new perspective on how we as professionals look at an event. It gives us a new viewpoint from a wedding, for example. Who would ever thought to fly over as they say, I do, and you may kiss the bride and you can see everybody in the wedding party. So it's really, really exciting and a lot of fun too, to be flying these things. Still, a lot of rules that need to be made for it, because you don't want these running into airplanes that are flying up there, and it's just going to be a lot of education on safety and whatnot. But I think once they figure it out, seeing a drone fly in the sky is going to be no big deal. In about 10 years, you're just going to look up and go, oh, there goes my Amazon delivery, there goes my Google delivery, and it's not even going to be a big deal anymore once they work out all of the safety issues with them. The technology leaps that I've seen have just been incredible. Going from, like I said, film cameras, when digital cameras came out, they were pretty bad, almost like cheap cell phone pictures that you see today, and everybody thought there's no way digital's ever gonna pass film. Film will always live on forever. Fast forward 3 or 4 years later, everybody's shooting digital pictures. No one uses film anymore. And I finally made the jump in 2003. So almost 13 years ago, I finally made the jump to digital, and I've never looked back. I use film occasionally for fun. It's just a little hobby to do every now and then, but just the cameras have been getting faster, they've been getting smaller and just higher quality, like in our cell phones, for example. And the professional equipment has just gotten cheaper and faster and better just to make our work stand out from anything else. So it's been really cool to see it transform. For example, here, this is a DJI Inspire 1. This one is extremely high tech. There's a lot of cool wizardry on this thing. It's got GPS on it. So if I'm flying somewhere and I let go of the controls, it will just stay right there. If the wind's blowing, it will fight the wind to hold position. I tell a lot of people that flying this thing is easier than flying this little guy. This is just a little toy drone that I got for Christmas. Doesn't have quite the same amount of technology that this thing does, but I practice with this every day. And I compare it to, if you know how to drive a manual transmission car, this would be the manual transmission, this would be the automatic transmission, because it's just, flying this is like being in cruise control. It's a little intimidating because this costs more than this, so if I crash this, it's gonna hurt more than messing around with this thing. But there's so much helping me out here, and the cameras too, just in comparison. You'll see the footage in a little bit. This thing shoots 4K video, and it's incredible. I took it to the coast in Pismo Beach and was flying there, and it looks like something you would see in a movie. It's just incredible.
Jungle.
This is my daily driver. This is my weekend fun drone right here. And this one's controlled with an iPad. This one just uses, it has a clip for your cell phone that's right there. But yeah, still totally different worlds apart, but they both give you a different perspective on photography and videography.
Hello, my name is Santiago Pizarro. I was originally a student here at the School of Unlimited Learning back from, I believe, in 2003 until 2005. Originally, I was supposed to be class of 2004 at Sunnyside High School. However, the teaching regimens were very difficult and strict for me. Then after that, I bounced around between multiple charter schools, some of which being J.E. Young, Carter G. Woodson. There was about 3 other ones in between that. I went between about 5 different charter schools. With a little more research from my mom, she found out about S.O.U.L, and I came here, and it was a humongous blessing in disguise. More than anything, it gave me a choice instead of just having to continue on a path. And it helped me to succeed and get out of the state of mind I was in being young. And I don't think without it, I wouldn't have graduated. The teaching here and the counselors that are here to help, Mr. Baca being one, he was one of my favorite teachers to see because he could probably account for there was about 2 classes I slept through when I started here. And then just going into his class was fun.
My name's Luis Baca, Mr. Baca, and I'm one of the science teachers here at S.O.U.L. I've been at the School of Unlimited Learning for about 15 years now. For the most part, most of the experiences that I have encountered have been very positive. There has been various, I would call experiences, especially when you see some of your ex-students' offspring. That's when you know that you've been at the facility a little bit too long. Santiago I remember him perfectly. One of the reasons why I do remember him is he had a very extensive vocabulary. There was a lesson that I recall, which was when I was teaching anatomy, and we were learning about the history of anatomy and its evolution from a different approach to what is current anatomy now. And he knew some terminology that was pretty impressive. Seeing him now as an adult, it's very rewarding that he is able to remember some of his time here at this facility, at the school, and it seems like he has a very positive outlook in life. I think what we try to do here at school is we give them the tools, but eventually they utilize the tools themselves and are able to be productive and effective members of the society.
Whoa, man, that was a great show. What'd you say?
Yeah, dude, that show was awesome. Well, we're coming to an end of our show. Please tune in next month to watch another episode of Soul Stinger Showcase. And here to play us out is David McCarthy playing a lullaby. Go Stingers! Hello, my name is Raymond and I've been a scriptwriter, a reporter, and a videographer, and I hope you guys are happy New Year's.
Hi, my name is Tomas, and I am a reporter and a graphic organizer, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and I am a scriptwriter, and my goal for the new year is to get more involved in my community.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Lopez. I'm a filmer, and have a great 2016.
Hi, my name is Jerome Charlotte. I'm a director and sometimes a videographer. I hope you and Happy New Year's.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel. I'm a videographer, and I wish you a Happy New Year.
Hi, my name is Miranda. I'm an auto boom operator, and I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year.
Hi, my name is Jordy, and I'm an editor, and I wish you guys a good New Year.
Yo, Wyatt's here. Presenting you. Well, also, I'm an editor. Really cool guy.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I am a photographer, and I wish you a great New Year.
Hi, I'm Aaron Chaw, and I'm an editor. Have a great New Year.
My name's Hennessy. I'm an editor, and I hope your new year is full of success.
Take it over there, food. Take it over there.
I can't.
Hey, legit, I should have picked my